Hello guys, welcome back. Now in this session we are going to discuss about load order and semantic. So let's look into the agenda. What are the topics we are going to discuss in this session? So guys, in this session we will start our discussion with what actually it is, that is load order and semantic. Then we will understand that why to use it. Once we understand that, then we will understand how Terraform loads program within the memory. Then we have discussion about how many different types of extension Terraform supports. And at last we will discuss about best practices for writing production level code with a demo. So guys, load order and semantic is basically related with writing the cleaner code. So what it means? Let's understand with an example. In this example, I will cover this part as well, best practices for writing production code, and then I will cover each of these topics. So guys, this is one of my TF file where I am creating some of the AWS resource within a single file. And if you closely look into this file, then you will find that here we are having a provider block, then we are having some of the resource block. For example, if you look into this, then this resource block is creating an EC2 instance. Same way, we are having different resource block over here that is used for creating the IAM users. Another thing which we are having over here is the DynamoDB, and these resource block is used for creating DynamoDB. There is no problem with that. If you run this file with Terraform plan and then you apply that, the resources will be created within the AWS. But when you are writing the program within the production environment, and if you are keeping your program within a single file, then it becomes very cluttered and very difficult to manage because this file is spreaded across within your project team. So what is the best practice to manage it? So the best practice is we have to put separate file for each of the blocks. For example, if you are having a provider block, you can copy this one, come over here and create a provider.tf file, and over here you should paste it. Let's cut it from here, and over here you should paste it. So now let's proceed further and do the same for other resources. Over here I am going to cut this one, and I will create a file and I will call it as EC2 instances, and over here I will mention the resource block for EC2 instance. Same way we will proceed further. We will go here, and for IAM user I am going to cut this block, entire block. Control X, I will create another file and I will call that im-users.tf, and over here I will specify the resource block for IAM users. Now next I will proceed further and cut this block that is for DynamoDB, and I will put it over here, and I will call that DynamoDBs, and over here I will mention TF and I will paste it over here. So now we have created separate file for each of the resource blocks. So you must be asking that what is the benefit we are getting with this approach. So the benefit is, suppose in case in future if you want to introduce more EC2 instances, then you directly come to this file and do the modification within this file only. You don't need to touch any of the file, and with the help of this kind of code separation or say configuration separation, it is very easy to maintain. And you will see it over here. With the help of this approach, we are writing much cleaner code within Terraform, and this is the production level code within Terraform. Now let's save it, save all the files which we have changed, and now let's proceed further. So guys, now we have seen that the best practice for writing production code. Now let's discuss about how Terraform loads program within the memory. So guys, we have placed our code within different file. Now whenever Terraform plan runs, what will happen? The load of the file within the memory happens in a sequence, that is alphabetical order, and then within the memory all these files merged into a single program. So now let's proceed further. So now we have seen that how Terraform loads program when we run the Terraform plan. Now let's discuss about file extension for Terraform file. So guys, so far we have already seen that a Terraform file ends with TF extension. There is another extension that is also acceptable within the Terraform ecosystem, and that is tf.json file. For example, if you are having this and if you will write tf.json, this extension is also accepted, but make sure that you have to use the valid JSON syntax. For example, name should be written with double quotes, then it will be acceptable. Same way, another one is hash key, it should be within the double quotes. So there is little syntax changes when you are using tf.json extension, but this file extension is also acceptable within Terraform. So now let's revert back so that we will have the valid TF file. If you want to use tf.json, you should change the syntax and make it according to the JSON file. So now let's remove this one also so that we will get the valid TF file. So that's it. So now let's proceed further. So guys, these are the things which I wanted to demonstrate you in this session. So now let's conclude it. So guys, now we have understand that what actually load order and semantic is. So it is basically related to write the cleaner code within Terraform, and it is also related how Terraform loads the program within the memory. Then we have also understand that why to use it help us to manage our code easily. We have also discussed about how Terraform loads program. So it loads in a alphabetical order. Then we have also discussed about file extension for Terraform files, and then we have also discussed about best practices for writing production code. And all these things we have understand with a demo. On this note, I am stopping over here. See you in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.